What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing an awesome video for you guys of a 600cc sports bike super sport versus a 1000 with my 2014 Daytona 675. And the homie Kenny is going to be a good sport, and we're going to compare it to his 2015 Yamaha R1, that sexy beast that you hear right there. So we're going to have some fun today, and hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys want to see the comparison, stay tuned.
Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again.
Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. We're going to go ahead and get right into this and kind of just do a quick numbers, do a quick comparison of what's going on between the two bikes. Keep in mind that the Daytona is kind of at the upper end of a 600 class with 675 cc's obviously. So it's not your typical 600 super sport. But I think in the end, same thing, it'll work for you guys. So first things first. The Daytona 675 wet is about 405 pounds, whereas the R1 is only about 439. So not really a big difference between that. The Daytona is an inline 3, where the Yamaha R1, of course, is an inline 4. Where it really counts for me, being that I'm only 5'7", is the seat height. So for the Daytona 675, it's only 32 inches and some change, where the Yamaha is actually only 33 and some change, which was kind of surprising for me. So both actually fit very well for someone that isn't too tall, or as someone say, is vertically challenged. This is a surprising one right here, which got me. The tank for the Triumph is actually 4.6 gallons, where the tank for the Yamaha is only 4.5 gallons. So I would have thought that they would have gone a little bit higher with the Yamaha R1, just because obviously this thing's a beast and it's going to consume more. One of the other funny things that when comparing these two that I noticed is that the length of the Daytona is actually 80.5 inches, where the R1 is 80.9 inches. So they're pretty much identical in terms of weight, heights, length, and everything like that. So this is where we get into the big stuff, where we get into the fun part of the bike. So this kind of where the comparison and the equals end between these two type of bikes, where the Daytona is running about 128 horsepower at 675 cc's, and the R1, all right, you ready? The R1 is about 200 horsepower at 998 cc's. That's where the magic happens. That's where the fun is, and that's where people go with the 1000 versus a 600, and where you're really going to notice the difference when you're out there riding. And the cool thing is, because they're so comparable in terms of weight and size, when you hit the canyons on either one of these, you're pretty much going to be good to go on either bike, except you have more power in the straights with the R1, of course. Don't forget to go ahead and follow me on Instagram at GhostNinja SD, and follow my boy Kenny _K6, who for letting us test ride and review the bike for you guys to make this awesome video. So with that, let's go ahead and let's go have some fun. Let's go get on these things and take them for a ride. Alright guys, with that said, we're going to go ahead and have fun, kick this off. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a little first gear challenge with the two bikes to kind of show you the difference in first gear, how high you can get to as far as miles per hour. And then we're just going to go for a little ride, probably go get some tacos. My boy Kenny, he's going to kind of give you an idea from his point of view of the 675 or 600 class CC. It's been, when's the last time you rode a 600?
2007. It's like when I sold my CBR 600.
So about 10 years since you've basically ridden a 600 class bike. So it'll be a good viewpoint from him, because he's always riding the R1. I never really ride a 1000. I think I've only ridden one in my life, which was Cali Girls GSX. So I'm going to ride this, give you my viewpoint, and yeah, should be fun. This is where it gets fun. We're going to do the first gear challenge on both the Daytona 675, and then we'll go to swap the video and do it on the R1. So all we got to do is wait for these cars, and ooh, look at that. Let's go. First gear.
Oh, it's the fucking Diablo.
That was first gear. I didn't even get to see how fast that was. I was looking at that car. All right, guys. So this is the R1 first gear challenge. All right, here we go. It was about 93 miles an hour. I switched it. That's crazy. You know, the power delivery is really smooth too on here. Like, you don't feel, it doesn't feel really jerky. If you roll the throttle on, you definitely feel the difference. Oh man.
Wow, it's really smooth.
It's smooth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, took off for a second and
Are you talking about as you roll on the throttle, it just kind of smooth power delivery?
yeah, the R1, it's not jerky, but you can tell it's like, all right, time to go.
So right off the bat, I can tell you that the power is pretty awesome. That's one of the things I realized on a 1000 versus a 600 is once you go on a 1000, it's so hard to keep up. Like that was fourth gear roll on. Like it wasn't even like I didn't downshift or anything like that. So that's pretty badass about the 1000s.
Yeah, I was going 101, and you were just
Pulling
away. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. That's so crazy. That's like, I think out of everything between a 1000 and a 600 class bike, the power is absolutely insane. The difference between the two in the straightaways. I believe your bike has the R1 has what modes does it have?
It's not like your traditional like ABC mode like some bikes have. It has 4 different settings, and then you can customize each setting the way that you want. So you've got traction control, and slide control, and wheelie control, and quick shift, and I mean you can set it. Man, I imagine probably 100 plus different ways.
Yeah, to really take advantage of it. Oh, now I get to be the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you. Oh my god, your bike's so quiet.
I just hear whew, whew. So one of the other things is, like I was pointing out earlier, is that the fuel consumption with the gallons. So this is a 4.5 gallon tank, where I have on the Triumph 4.6, and when we've gone on long rides, you can definitely tell that I think they should have added a bigger tank for you on this thing, because at about 100 miles his fuel light comes on, where I can probably get my fuel light will come on at about 30 miles to the gallon left, and I can probably get about 160 miles like to zero, and I doubt you're going to be able to do that.
No, it's got a like your average fuel consumption.
Yeah.
It's usually in the 30s, but I honestly don't think it does 30 miles a gallon. And right around 3.5 gallons used, if I'm all the way full, that's when the light comes on. So at that point, I might have 30 miles left.
Yeah. So there's definitely a difference in fuel consumption between the two bikes. So from a power perspective, from your R1 to the 675, how big of a difference, like between like 1 and 10? What would be the power rate? Like 10 being like a really comparable, and 0 being lack of power.
3.
That's holy shit. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, the 3.
I mean, the 600 has definitely got all the power you get on a daily basis. So like right now, trying to catch up to you, I feel like it's struggling.
Okay, yeah. I definitely get where you're coming from. One thing to note that I'm noticing is while you're mentioning that when I go and you're struggling to keep up, like for me, it doesn't feel like I'm going much faster in terms of like if I was riding my bike or this bike. So from an outside perspective, that's kind of interesting to see. Like the comfort level when you're really getting on it is very there. You don't feel like you're, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I mean, as a daily rider, this bike is amazing. It's really smooth, and it gets you where you need to go.
Mm-hmm.
I like your mirrors seem a lot bigger than mine.
It just fucking echoes. It sounds so good, man. This is Red. If you're watching this, this is for you. It's so good, man. It is so good.
Oh man.
Making kids smile and cry.
You made that guy jump out of the street.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Jump back on the sidewalk quick.
That's funny. Oh yeah, this is it right here. I think either way you go, I think neither of these bikes would be recommended for a new rider. Mainly because they do have a lot of power, and even though I'm talking, and we've been saying how the R1 has all this power and everything like that, don't take that as the 600 class bikes don't have any power, because they definitely do.
Yeah.
They definitely have enough power to get your ass in trouble. Yeah. So I don't know if I'd recommend them for a new rider, but for any other riders out there, I don't think you can go wrong with a 600 or 1000. 1000s, man. Oh, these things are fun, man. It's just so nice to be able to roll on the throttle and you're just fucking gone. Or like Red One says, he only said you're the fastest thing out here, pretty much. So anyways, again, thank you, Kenny, for fucking letting me ride that R1. That shit's beautiful.
Anytime, man.
And for everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and it's a good little comparison between a 600 and 600 class and a 1000 cc class on the bike. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up down below, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, I want you guys to have a good day. Peace.